This is stream 2. And we're waiting on Raj
All players, you can start. Round 2 started. Players who don't have any opponent, please wait for us.
Hey Justin. Yes. I don't know if I could do it on my email. I'm doing I've got open, winter open, and we're going to have some charrettes going on as well.
Okay.
You won't get in the tournament now because it's limited to 32.
Okay.
But if you want to come along on Friday night for the charrette,
I think I did get this email, but I forgot to respond. Yeah. That's the way England is. If you don't jump on that thing, tournaments get sold out.
Sergey,
Who are you playing?
Yani yeni dediğin odaklandı.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tara will tell you where you're at.
How are you?
I'm from Backgammon. From Romania, I guess. Okay, Bill is back. Kind of difficult a little bit to arrange streamed matches with this Swiss format because
These are. You guys sell these ones? From
You know,
shop Tara, these heavy ones?
we don't know the pairings until the instant the pairings are drawn, so we have to
No, none of these
quickly
ones, but you sell the
try
ones
to
you turn
review
into your shop?
the available pairings and catch the players before they start their matches. And then Tara, of course, has to get the graphics corrected and place the players and all those sorts of things. So it gets kind of hectic. And the system's great, and the FTBG system is great in many regards. From a streamer and commentator's perspective, it's, it could be a little bit better, but that would compromise the system. So anyway, we've got two good matches here.
Not too fast.
What we're trying to do, and one of the shortcomings is that I'm not immediately,
Transcribe.
how shall we say,
Okay.
aware of what they did in the previous round necessarily. It's not on the pairings at times, or the pairings that are available to me at least. But anyway, we're trying to get a good representation of good players so you can see some good quality matches, and also representation from various countries, just to give people the exposure that they might have. So the pairing, and I think they actually might have both lost in the first round, but a superb pairing here in the second round that we're putting on stream 1 here is Sergey Erokhin of Russia and Raj Jansari from the UK. And, two superb players have been around a long time. Now, on stream 2 on the Ace Point YouTube channel, we have, who do we have? Oh, Sergey Malis from Romania and Jeff Hall from the UK. So Raj and Sergey Erokhin here. Erokhin is on the right of your player can screen, playing black checkers at the top. Raj Jansari from the UK on the left of your screen, playing the red checkers on the bottom. So off and running we are. This is the second and final round of this evening. And we begin again tomorrow at, and I've been corrected, and I think I have it right now. There's a Michi lecture at noon tomorrow, and the third round begins at 1 p.m. local. And local is Gulf Standard Time, which is 8 hours ahead of U.S. Eastern. So anyway, and we, as we said earlier, we have the live XG feed for y'all's entertainment and review as the match progresses. Justin Knoll is our live transcriber here. Superb player, great teacher, good commentator, great transcriber, just a real jack of all trades. So we'd like to thank Justin for that. We thank Backgammon Galaxy, that's your use of their YouTube channel and their 20,000 or whatever it is subscribers. So this is going to be a lot of fun. You know, personally, I know they're both great players. I haven't seen Sergey in a number of years with the pandemics and some of the political BS going on around the world. But nice to see him again and see him in action. And, of course, Raj is a very strong player from the UK. So this should be an entertaining and fun match for all. Okay, these in the Swiss formats, 9-point matches. So, comparatively short match as opposed to the 15s or 17s or that you might find in some of the larger international tournaments. So, 9-pointers are a little bit more volatile at times. You drop 4 early or, get gammon on a 4 cube or something like that, and the match can end quite quickly. So, yeah, unfortunately, Hussein, it's probably accurate, though. So be it. We, backgammon players are backgammon players, and we all love the game, and hopefully we all have that opportunity to play the game. Okay, so Sergey playing the black, dances to a 2-point board. Now Raj with 31 pip lead, a lot going for him, one in the air. I suspect it's actually too good according to XG. I was going to say, I was looking at sending the cube, but Raj is evaluating this, and it's actually a fairly significant too good. 6-1 makes the 4 and picks up a second checker in the air. So this could get ugly early. Now, fortunately, from Sergey's perspective, the cube is still in the middle. Now it is a double, and Raj is taking the opportunity to review the position with each roll and the changes associated with it. So, here with some losers such as a deuce for Sergey making the 3-pointer, double, or several bad rolls for Raj. He lets the Sergey lets it go. 1-0 Raj. Fortunately, round 3 tomorrow at 1, so we'll have not that I'll know the pairings, but I'll know a little bit, have a little bit more familiarity with those who are doing well in the tournament, in the sense of maybe having 2-0 records come 1 o'clock tomorrow, and those who do not. So we'll try to find a couple of competitive and significant pairings. Nice to see Julie in on both matches here and contributing in the chat line and helping keep people informed as to how they can find the brackets and the pairings and so forth and so on. So we appreciate Julie being here. And as everyone knows, the way that I like to do commentary, it's kind of in an interactive fashion. So I'm, in addition to watching the match and offering some comment and opinion on occasion, I also monitor the chat line. So if you have comments, questions, suggestions, critiques, or just want to hear your name on the air, let me know, and we'll try to, respond as appropriately and when we can. Mark Olson. Damn, I wish I could be there. Damn, we wish you were here too. Great venue, great, in a sense, new tournament, and really great. And again, Mark, we appreciate the use of the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel for these Stream 1 presentations. Okay. Kind of a interesting position here, brother. Sergey's going to try to restrain Raj from escaping the second checker. Raj rolls a 2-4, so Sergey was successful in that effort. Now, what 4 does he play? He can go to the 3, which Raj chooses to do, which was accurate according to XG. Okay, and now both of these guys, and I know them by experience, and it's a no double take, fairly close though. May well on a higher play show to be a double. It obviously was an easy take, but I had no problem with the cube. And I was going to comment, both these guys being rather deliberate to point. And one thing, what is this? It's 9 points in 14 minutes. Yeah, that's it. And I knew this. I just neglected it. I was thinking, I was glancing at those clocks, and I'm thinking, man, the normal settings in tournaments typically are 2 points or 2 minutes per point and a 12-second delay. Here it's actually roughly a minute and a half per point. So they started with 14 minutes. So I'm sitting here looking at, they were both down to 12 minutes. I'm like, Jesus, I didn't realize they'd use that much time. But that's what it is. They're playing with 9-point matches with 12-second delay and 14 points initial reserve. And I think part of that is to kind of with the number of matches that is often required with a somewhat large Swiss field, having a minute and a half per point reduces the match length somewhat without particularly compromising the play, I don't think. All of particularly the more accomplished and elite and experienced players are, very familiar with playing with the clock, and that minor variation, in my opinion, is not going to significantly affect them. So here we go again. It's 4-3 for Sergey. Now he would like to, he's trying to balance out does he what's he play with the 4-3? He's going to leave some contact back here on the midpoint, and just went ahead and cleared the 8. Raj playing with the cube. not exactly the roll he had in mind. Now he could make the 4, which he probably will, or he could reduce the number of shots on the trailer by stepping up closer to the mid. So he's probably going to split the baby in certain regards, to use an old adage, I guess. So he does make the 5. And did I miss a 1, or was that an illegal play? Huh? Yeah, I assume it was legal. I must have just overlooked something there, because Justin, as a transcriber, would have pointed it out to them were it not. Okay, so this time Sergey is going to have to go ahead and clear the mid. Raj now has a 4-point board as opposed to the 3-point board he had on the prior roll. No redouble take. Yeah, Sergey's got, 4.5-point board with 4 builders over there, and Raj has got a trailer to clear, so it probably would be a center cube, but it's not going to be a recube at this point. 6-4 takes it around. Nice roll. So it's probably, what's he roll? 4-2. Slot the ace, make the point. Now he may, what's he, 16 up? There's the recube. And he's probably going to have to let this go. Yes. So nice play by both to point. You'll notice, and the XG analysis will pop back up here in a minute, the summary. But I think Sergey, prior to this play at least, was playing 0.98, and Raj was at like 2.2 or something. So it was just absolutely superb exhibition of backgammon here. Oh, what happened to the summary? Doesn't come up? What? Okay, here we go. 228 and 093. So, man, this is some okay, so Raj with a 3-0, 6-away, 9-away lead. Sergey's having the opportunity to really be fairly aggressive with his rolls and with this score. So now has many opportunities to make the bar or the 5. Now he's going to make the bar because of the, the blot on it. Worry not. If he didn't have that potential, he'd much better, perhaps distributionally, and he's going to put 2 up, which actually it's kind of interesting. You could have made the bar, you could have made the 5, you could put 2 up. Not a huge error, but a bit of an error there. Okay, now Raj needs to make that anchor or make a point, or there's the anchor. So might put off the cube for roll. Had he not gotten that, Sergey might have pushed the issue. Here he's going to make the 4, and then the question of what's his other 2s to make that. You step up to the 5. Could safety that one and just step up to the opponent's 5. His 20 and 22. 4-1. So he's gonna. Now this is kind of an interesting position. No double take, but again, and that of course reflects the score. But Sergey may be tempted to push the issue trailing 3-0, but he lets it go as far as not cubing. Does pick up that blot. So let's see what happens. Yeah, and I'm reticent in having say so myself, but to quote Mark Olson, smash that like button. That was back on the double ones, Larry. That's what I thought, but they didn't catch it, and Justin apparently didn't catch it. Larry thinks the same thing I did, that, and maybe he went back and reviewed it. There's Joe Bernaba in the house. Sorry not to see you here. I was surprised to see your dad show up this afternoon. I didn't know he was going to be here. Tony Bernaba is here. Joe's in the chat line here. Okay, 3-2. Now this is. I'm surprised, and Sergey's going to think about this. He's trailing 3-0. He's 17 pips up. He's got some potential of making the bar. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a double. XG says no redouble, but very thin. But Sergey correctly analyzes the position, and here we go. There's Tim Parfit, also known as Tim Suki, is in the house. So hello, Tim. Good to see you. Now, if y'all missed the lead in here over on Stream 2, which is on the Ace Point YouTube channel, we have, who is it? Sergey Malis from Romania is playing Jeff Hall from the UK. So fine match over on that channel as well. Okay, there's a set of threes, which makes that a 5' in front of the 3 back. What can Raj do in reply? Now here, if Sergey can roll a 4 or a 6 and get one of those checkers moving, but he can't, but he does roll a 3-2, which he can play just shuffling his spares here on the 5'. So let's see what Raj needs. A 6, doesn't get it, so he can play down to there. Now it's got to be getting close to perhaps a double. No double. It's still 0.07 bigger than I might have imagined. 3-1. He's still going to have to play effectively inside. Raj still looking for that 6. Well, got more than that 6. He got those 6s. And so now he can't bring either of them on. Well, he could bring one and give him a 7 shot, but he may just slot the deuce here. Let's see what he's doing. He's going to give him the 7 shot, which gives him 7 and 10. So that's what, like 7 numbers, I think. But look at these PRs these guys are floating up. What a match we're being treated to. And that was, typically Stream 1 is going to be our, I don't know what you want to call it, headline match of the 2 streams. And I saw this pairing. I didn't realize that perhaps they'd both lost in the first round. I think that was the case. I know Sergey lost in the first round. But I thought, what a pairing and an opportunity to put a couple of people on the stream that we haven't seen on the stream much lately. Can anyone remind me of the dates of the next UBC? Now, Mark Olson is in the house. He can respond to that. The next actual, I guess, official Backgammon Galaxy UBC event is the 2023 final, which would pit Mochi, who is the UBC contender tournament winner, against Sander, who beat Mochi in the UBC final last year. So that's normally played in late year, November, December. Again, perhaps Mark can shed some light on that. I've not heard a specific date. And then next year, I think the UBC contender tournament's going to be in Marbella, Spain. Again, not completely certain of the date, but I've heard that is the location. And of course, we have, an officially sanctioned USA UBC tournament in San Antonio, Super Bowl week. So that's always a lot of fun. People enjoy playing in these a couple of different formats that are out there right now. Then include PR and allows them to evaluate their game and their progress and their performances in that regard. You see a lot of BMAB tournaments and some UBC tournaments, and people like those opportunities to to evaluate their play. So always an interesting side event, main event, whatever may be the case at various tournaments. Okay, so here we are. Sergey is still treading water, never been able to do anything as far as extricating those rear checkers. There you go. Mark, UBC contender next year. It's the middle of August in Marbella. And then Mark has, by chance, this year's final been specifically scheduled yet between Mochi and Sander, I guess it is. Okay, so Sergey is trying to decide what he's going to do here. Does he break his closed board over there, or does he run with a checker? Now, sooner or later, obviously, he's going to have to, by choice or by requirement, he's going to have to leave with one of those checkers. Does he pay now? Or does he hang around and try to pay later? He's going to pay now to some degree. He doesn't come out and offer the 6 shot. He only dupes the aces in a sense. Double and take. Raj plays on. It was a thin double. Huge take. So there it is. Mark's providing us plenty of information here. Sander and Mochi playing in Copenhagen in December 15 to 22. So we'll be looking forward to those dates, and that's always some exciting viewing, and the way it's executed, and then post-production providing us a match a day and so forth is really been a novel format and presentation by Mark Olson and the Galaxy team, and we've all, over the 3 or 4 years that it's been going now, we've become quite accustomed to staying tuned and watching some of the absolute very best backgammon. Okay, now Sergey needs to perform right here, or he's in some serious jeopardy, and he does perform, hits with a 4, has the opportunity to pick up a second checker. Not a whole lot of opportunity of not being able to extricate his own back checker. So gammons are certainly in play here, and so could turn a 3-0 Jansari lead to a 4-3 Erokhin lead here. 6-3, he's out and running. So now he just wants to be, and he can't save 6s here, but he wants to be as careful as he can to bring them around and start bearing them off in a most efficient fashion. Nichols, he worked out fine, worked out perfectly, in fact. So 3-1, still perfectly. He has 2 off, and a clear the 6. Dance by Raj. So Sergey continues on 5-1, and not his favorite number. He leaves him out on the back, so there's a potential of leaving a shot here with a 6x, 4x, 5x, where the X's are like 1s, 2s, and 3s. So but he gets a roll that he can easily sustain. And now, Raji's going to get G'd. His only potential downfall here is the BG if he were to not to enter for a couple of rolls. And dancing on he is. 4-1. So now Sergey could be off in 2 rolls. And what is it? 4 deuce, he gets him out. So it's just a G. So now, and look at these PR folks. Raj is at 190 and Sergey is at 062. This is some of the, and we're what? Oh, that was not the G. It's never sent. He was too good too early. I apologize. I was thinking it was a G. But they, so we're what? 3 games into the match here and combined PR of 2.5. So it's about as good as it gets. So let's see. If these guys keep playing like this, and they're both, well-known, very accomplished players, I was going to tease that they keep playing like this, they need to buy themselves tickets to Marbella next summer, because they could make some impact in the contender tournament. And I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think either has played in an earlier contender tournament. Mark could confirm that, but I don't think either one of them has played in a contender tournament before. Okay, Raj is contemplating this. This is it a take? It is a take, and I'm not surprised by that. And it's a small take, 0-1-1. But Sergey only has 8 in the zone, so Raj has got probably at least 2 rolls to enter and or anchor. So this is one of those kind of a siren's cube. It's the pretty girl on the desert isle out in the middle of the ocean, and it sure does seem attractive, but maybe y'all not stop. And Raj lets it go 3-all, so 6 away. Nice 6-5 by Raj. Now that was and now that I look, it was a very small take, so Raj took a small hit to his PR there. Again, Erokhin at 0.65. Wow. Raj is, and of course they're not aware of what the PRs are, but they both know they're playing a very accomplished opponent, and Raj is worried. The PRs a little. Oftentimes he's playing 2.0 and just getting crushed on the PR battle and in a real dogfight in the score battle. So quite the treat here. Okay, 5-1. Okay, had to leave the shot somewhere, so he's going to follow the old adage of, put it where you want it if in case you get missed, and he gets missed. So now he's a big favorite to make that 5 point on the next roll. Sergey breaks up to put some pressure on him making that 5 point on the blot that had been slotted on the 5 point. Ian Terry, are you? Yeah, Raj is slumming it. Actually, I think he might have just slipped a bit under 2, didn't he? He'd been under 2, he went slightly over, and now he's back under, I think, 189, and Sergey is just lighting it up over here at 0.61. You know, sometimes we get lucky in the selection of matches for the stream. You know, sometimes you can get a real great pairing that turns out with a loser match of sorts. You know, with huge differential in PR, albeit against between good components, or you know, a grossly unbalanced luck factor or what have you, and you end up with kind of a zero match. And sometimes you get lucky and you have the stellar match that we've seen to date in this instance. Okay, so again, I think we're up to 230 viewers here. I think I saw something like 86 likes, so we need to do better than that. So in your spare time, while you're enjoying this free stream on a free YouTube channel, help everyone out by hitting those like buttons and improving their search algorithms and what have you on Google. So it's doesn't cost you anything, and you know, by having more subscribers, more views, more likes, what have you, it you know, helps out some of these considerations. So the pip count's close enough. Sergey is, you know, we're looking at just almost like a, you know, a standoff game, mutual standoff game, with Sergey on his 13 and 18 and Raj on his 8 and 13. So Raj has a wee bit of a pip count advantage at this point. Okay. Okay, so, and it's amazing. I've been kind of following it here, and you can see it in the PR, but, you know, sitting here looking at the transcription feed, Sergey can spend some time at times on some of these more difficult decisions, but on almost every instance, he's found the right play, and kudos to him. Okay, so that's going to, what's he going to be? 17 up, so unless 23 up, unless Raj gets some pips here, he's probably dropping this. There it is. There it goes. 4-3 Sergey. Again, 2.47 combined PR. 2.47 combined PR. Think about that. Most of us would be more than happy to once every year to play a 2.47, and these guys are playing combined 2.47. Okay, a nice fly hitting shot there. Not exactly what Sergey had in mind. Doesn't do much of anything. You're going to have to leave him split. Not much for Raj to do there either. I might go to the mid and just try to take advantage of a 14 pip lead. You know, in safety. It's I'm gonna. Well, I said 14. Go to the 13, but XG likes 13, 11, 8, 7. Zizi, did you win your second match? Are you 2-0? You lost the third. Wow. Okay, Z, be good. Zdenek is now 1-1. He's just walking by. He lost his first match, won his second match. So again, what do you do with this? Now again, I'm going to play with some of our tools here. Bill likes this play. XG. What if I change colors here? XG. Oh, I didn't change colors. But XG likes 1311 and then hit the 7 here. So for better or worse, Raj goes with Bill and runs his PR up a little bit too. I would have invited ZZ, but I think he said good night. I think he's going to bed or going to relax somewhere. 10:48 here. So yeah, been interesting, and Raj just made a bad play or two, but through about 4 or 5 games here, their combined PR is like 2.5. Oh yeah. So I don't know. Sergey's starting to slip. He's up to 0.77 here. What's he doing? Oh, there. I didn't even realize it's on there. What is that? 5-1? Okay, just glancing over at stream 2. Jeff Hall leads Sergey. How did you pronounce that? Sergio Malis from Romania. Great, nice. Both of those great, nice people. Jeff Hall and Sergio Malis from Romania. 5-1 Jeff at the moment. And here on stream 1, quite the battle. 6-5. You know, and it's, again, I'm just amazed. I mean, Raj is playing a great match and so forth, playing, what's he at, 2-3 or something like that, 2-1-6 now. And, you know, and Sergey is ballooned all the way up to 131 or something. I mean, you play 2.5 and you get creamed in the PR battle. So it's such as modern backgammon. Okay, there's pointing, making another point, hitting and pointing and making another point, stepping up. Raj might have a little gift in his future here. There it is. Says no, thank you. Yeah, Ian says they're amateurs. That's right. These are just a couple of everyday slackers here. Down your normal neighborhood bar chouette. Yeah, I think. What the hell is that? Okay. I guess Barack Osman written checkers are too bad. I guess he's talking about logos on the checkers and not liking those. You know, to each his own. You know, it does make sure that viewers don't lose a checker. You're not going to overlook a black checker anywhere. And to a lesser extent, the red ones have the Mind Skills logo on them as well. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to make the 11 point or make the 4 point. I would have made the 4, but glancing over to XG, they want you to make the 11. And let's see what he does. Okay, that's more what I would have been tempted to do, but it's a small error, 027. Who's on comms? I guess you mean commentator? That would be me, Bill Riles. Ari Noguera is not in attendance. And right now, we don't have a commentator on stream 2 because, you know, in the early rounds of a Swiss format, everyone is playing. So, but as we progress through the day tomorrow, more and more people will, shall we say, flush out at some point, and hopefully we'll have some commentary on stream 2 and some guests for the hosts on both stream 1 and stream 2, which is always an opportunity not only to, you know, gain some insight and perspective from some of these elite players, but also to kind of come to know them from a personality perspective by actually hearing them talk and laugh and think and what have you. So lots of fun. Okay, Raj needing to enter he does. It's really his only reasonable 6. Oh, 6-5. Well, that's kind of interesting. I think that's the 6, and then if that's a 6, you play to the ace, right? And he does. Okay, so here we go. Sergey got a lead, a 5-3 lead, and a 18 pip lead, now 21 pips. So 4-1. This worked out. As you can see, we're playing in a private room. You can see on the player cam there, it's fairly well lit. So we've got some, you know, good perspective on the board. We're using the Tara and Bill's magic dice of sorts, so not experiencing any glare, which makes it great for the viewers and transcribers and what have you. Yeah, Tara's sitting here next to me, and she said I might explain what's going on in the background there on the other side of the private room. That's a table that's set up for a number of these videographers and what have you from this local streaming and what have you firm. So they're shooting a lot of video, a lot of still shots and what have you here at the venue. And those are being, I guess, processed and posted right on those desktop computers. On the other, Myco is the name of the company. Yeah, it's pays you to watch content. My content. Myco tells me the name means my content. So you might go, is it myco.com or what is that? Do you know? Myco, M-Y-K-O .io. M-Y-C-O, Myco, M-Y-C-O .io. So, great sponsorship here, doing a lot of good work. Yeah, they have, in addition to a couple of, I don't know, supervisors or whatever, they got a staff of like 12 or 13 cameramen, videographers, interviewers, various crafts and trades within the videography and photography business. So it's quite, as I guess it was Shy talking about earlier, Shy Ashraf, when he joined me for a bit between the matches. He was talking about, he really loved the vibe here and the atmosphere, the energy, what have you. There's a lot going on. And yeah, we've been meeting with Maiko for months and planning out this tournament and what was going to be done and how it was going to be done and this, that, and the other. So here comes Raj is double that, and Sergey correctly lets it go. But Maiko is there's a streaming platform also, and they're huge into live sports such as cricket, such as soccer, what we in America call soccer. Looks like Raj is going to take a little break there. But anyway, they this way. Going to the men facility this way. So anyway, yeah, they've they do all this live streaming, and I mean huge live streams, both in numbers of viewers and number of live streams, but in cricket and soccer and all these kinds. So they're big into live sports of that nature, but they've never had any affiliation or experience with backgammon. So it's kind of interesting, and it's funny because Tara and I look upon them. I mean, they've got some equipment here like you wouldn't believe, photography equipment and video equipment. They have got some, no telling how much money in some of this equipment that they have. And, and we regard them as the professionals because of all the equipment they have, the experience they have, the streaming, live streaming of these big sporting events and things of that nature. And we say, we're amateurs, y'all are the professionals. And they laugh and they say, no, y'all are the backgammon professionals. We're looking to y'all to help us out here. So it works out great. And we put Tara switch to the 2 up on the stream here so we can see that Jeff Hall is leading 6-1 and perhaps soon to be leading 8-1. So he's got Sergey Malise where he wants him. I've not talked to answer y'all's questions, Ed Sawyer and Tim Sullivan and others. This is only our second round, so 4 stream matches, but I haven't had the opportunity or made the opportunity to ask any of the players what they might think of the board, the setup, the checkers, what have you. So don't have any feedback on that just yet. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I think, wow, I might have been tempted to slide on it. You don't want to let him anchor. He doesn't, so now you're favored to point on him. But favorites don't always come through. Mighty, yeah, he's going to play it. If he didn't slide on him earlier, I couldn't imagine he was going to slide on him here. Set of 3s. So this is going downhill fast. A set of 3s in the other direction. So he's going to move 3 of them to the 2-point and then a 6-3 after that. Okay. Jeff's playing with the idea. Now, it's interesting. Obviously, he'd like to get a gammon here, but then it's not an obvious answer as to which the best way to get the gammon. Do you put 2 up as he's contemplating doing here, or do you could have taken 3 off in various perspectives. So, it's which case is more appropriate to bring home that gammon that he so much would like. Okay, Raj is heading back into the playing room, so I suspect they're about to rejoin the battle.
Their matches, kindly you respect a little bit the other players playing still.
Okay, so what have we got? Okay, so the battle is back on. 4-away, 5-away. Sergey, 2.4 to 2.25. You know, close score, close PRs. Couldn't find a more competitive nor well-played match. Okay. Sorry, brief distraction there. I don't know, Florian. I'll take exception to some of that. One, I don't think room rates are that terribly expensive by any measure. It's a beautiful playing room. A lot of expenses are incurred to, you know, provide a tournament of this nature. So I don't, you know, fault fees whatsoever, and it includes snacks and drinks and this, that, and the other. And then, of course, everyone is also within the all participants are, you know, there's the desert experience, which apparently is quite interesting and entertaining, that everyone is privileged to attend on Monday afternoon late. So, you know, again, I think, you know, Patrick has put a tremendous amount of time, money, and effort into this, and then you have you know, various sponsors that are putting up money. You got yeah, you maybe from one perspective you lose a little bit of equity by having to pay $220, call it what we may, hospitality fee or something of that nature, but there's also $50,000 added money. So like if you're in the championship division, you know, $35,000 of that $50,000 added money is going into the championship division, just building up the side pool. So, again, nobody's getting rich doing tournaments, and okay, so nice safetying 5-2. Yeah, it's $50,000 added, Tim. $50,000, and I don't know if this is public knowledge, but I mean, this Patrick Jabelli has grand plans to expand and improve and everything associated with this tournament, and it's looking at least twice as much added money next year. So I'd say pony up and pay the money, show up and enjoy a great experience. Yeah, I mean, in fact, there's at this particular location, and I'm not sure. I haven't heard that. If the tournament will be at this specific location again next year, or might be moved elsewhere, I have no idea. No reason to believe one way or the other. But I do know that it's a very nice Hyatt Regency hotel here. It's completely sold out. I mean, not necessarily just with backgammon players. It's quite a busy place. It's completely sold out. But there's a adjoining 30-story tower that is a condo type situation. So there are residences over there that people own, and apparently, and many of those people live elsewhere and spend a certain amount of time in the year here, and many of those rooms are available. They're managed as, or apartments, or whatever we want to call them, condos, are managed on kind of an Airbnb type basis. So you can get a room over there. So anyway, it's and in that case, and I agree with Florin, I always rather stay in a tournament hotel. But in this one, you have the residences in the adjoining building, so maybe you get the best of both worlds. Okay, so Sergey's open for business on the other side. He takes the chance to run with the 6-5. He gets hit. And he still has Raj only has a 3-point board, so it's 75% to come in. And 75% is not 100%. And he dances, and here goes the cube going back the other direction. Wow, this is interesting. A very small, accurate redouble by Raj and a huge take by Sergey. But it's you gotta pull up your pants and buckle up tight, because it's kind of scary. Huh? Oh, it's huge pass. Huh? That's a dink. I'm sorry, but it is a huge pass, and it's you can see there's one, you'd be playing for the match, and gammons wouldn't matter, but it's anyway. Book the regular rate if it is less. People find deals on various sites that are on the cheap all the time. Okay, so Raj has regained the lead at 6-5. So this is that, and Phil and I were talking, and actually, who else was I talking about this? Ray earlier in the day with one of his matches, but this 3-way, 4-way score is quite an interesting score, particularly for the trailer in there. Sergey gets in a relatively early cube and rolls a nice set of threes. One of his best shakes after that. Raj hits with a reply. Sergey can make the 5-point. No, he can hit. I overlooked that. I just immediately assumed without looking that we would be making the 20. There's the anchor. So we might settle in for a bit of a lengthy game here. So what do we do here? He can hit. He can make the ace point. Bar 20. Oh, he's actually yeah, bar 21. He was in the air. So which three is it? Now again, these are the sort of cases where okay, he finds the right play. Does he stick with it? And this is the kind of play you have to be willing to, you know, what is it? I always kind of have a saying is you can't be afraid to lose, and you can't be afraid to win. So you have to make the play that's maximizes your potential in any game, and in any game that relates to maximizing your potential in the match. So 3-6. So Raj could be in jeopardy here. I'm going to go to the bar, prepare to make a 5 prime. He's got 2 in the air, so he can't really do too much too. Dances again. Now you want to make the bar and or attack inside. Wow. He's going to attack while the attacking's good. Raj has 2 blots in his home board, worried to get hit. So just kind of keep that blitzing attitude while you have it. Now you could go 4-2-1 might be the play. Put a third one in the air, plus Raj has 2 third in the air. That's it. So Raj needs to perform. He gets a 3. It gets to at least slot toward making a point, but 3-1. So here we are again. He can do the same thing with the 6. Off the 6, put the third one in the air, and hope to make the 6 in the next roll. That's a dance. So now 1 7s and 10s. There's a 7. Make the 6 point. You can make the 3, but I'm making the 6 all day, I think. Yeah. And this could be painful for Raj here if he doesn't get in. I can go to the 4. Yeah, can do that. I don't know. I might have gone to the 4, but had 2 working builders. But he chose not to. Okay, and step up. Now you have 3 working builders on that 3-point. Now it's just attack city. Raj has no defense over here. 4, step up. Okay. Looks like this could well be match right here, but he's not having a lot of luck closing that out. Hey, we streamed Sergey Melis on stream 2 right now. He's down 8-3, but we'll try to get some more in. Oh, a nice set of 6s, man. Those come in handy. So we're going to try to get some of our best matches, best pairings of players with the best records, and try to provide some geographical balance and representation to the stream as well. No. Okay, so now he can't really afford to get another checker hit. He's just got to play this going forward as kind of a gammon save type position. And that might be tough to do. make the 5 point. Costs him 2 pips, but gains a crossover. Okay, now he needs 8s and deuces. That's called a direct miss, so you can do that 6-5. Now, can Sergey clear that checker? He does. So, in all probability, we're looking at a 2 point for Sergey. I'll say at least a 2 point. Okay. Still, Raj is trying to most efficiently bring those checkers around, save the G here. You're always taking, moving efficiently to the 6 point, take crossovers where you can. You want to have as many in your home outfield as possible, as many different points slotted so that you can play as most efficiently as many numbers as you can. There are 169 players in the what's called here the Masters division, which would be analogous to the championship division in the USA. Going to be close, 6-4. That's a good start as far as saving the G here. Okay, that doublet doesn't hurt him that much. Okay, can he do it? He's vulnerable to those small numbers. And I apologize, I've been almost drifting here a little bit. Tar and I finished the the setup at 2 a.m. this morning. Whoa, the perfect number, the perfect minimum number, 2-6. Okay. Okay, so
To all the players,
7-6 Sergey. Raj more or less dodged the bullet on that gammon, but okay, there's that two-away, three-away early cube that has been discussed several times today. Set of sixes, so Raj is going to have a nice structure, a 13 pip lead, but Sergey has managed to extricate his two-back checkers, and now he just has to try to keep one of them from getting hit back again.
Then 12 o'clock we have an interesting seminar, and 1 o'clock we resume back our main tournament.
5-3. So, this is kind of an interesting game in that Raj has kind of accomplished everything that he might want with respect to building a home board. And Sergey has managed to, escape danger to this point. 4-1, but he's just going to have to, again, with a 2 cube in play and Raj at 3 away, he can't get gammon, so he's going to have to, Sergey's got to play this gammon save as well. Same boat Raj was in to some degree in the last game. Now he can pick and pass, only safe play, without exposing a checker. 4-1 is a dance. So Sergey, what's he do here? 4-2. 2 down, 1 down, 1 in. Okay, and that's correct by XG. 2 down was only a 0-1-5 error. Boy, there he gets hit. But he has 2 blots in his home board, so a lot of returns, 55%. Boom, he gets one of them. Going to play down to the 8. Yep. Okay, so here's Raj. He hits for the second roll in a row, trying to be super aggressive. Okay. 2 in the air, you can slot pretty willfully. Okay, makes a 5 point. So 5-point board. Another checker that could go up. Either way, what is that? It looked like almost over.
Got a tough one here.
Bill Simborg joining us again.
Oh, I don't think I should be watching this. Both of these guys have knocked me out in the World Championships in the past, in Monte Carlo. Both of them. Sergey in the money round. The first time I ever went there. He's a really great
both
player.
These guys are playing about 2.5.
Oh, I'm telling you, people don't know Sergey because he doesn't play in that many tournaments, but he's great. And, of course, everybody knows Raj is great.
Yeah, I mean, look at
This is
258,
exciting.
247.
2 away, 3 away. And it's been doubled. Okay.
Cube in play.
It's been
So
doubled. The cube's out of play. Dead. Cube is dead. I'd like to put a bet on Sergey right now. I think I like his position. Just,
yeah, he's
just taking the bit. Oh, not anymore. Good play. Just leaves an ace.
yeah, but Raj does have the 2 blocks.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So he's a favorite
I come down.
to get hit.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's right to come out. I would have come down for the cover. I would have made this play.
I would have went
Wow.
for the cover as well.
Can't believe it was right to come out. Wow.
Dealer's choice.
I got to really look at that.
one.
There's not much choice of which one you hit there. Wow, I got to look at that come out play later. That's out of my pay scale. Aren't you even going to ask me how I did in my second round?
Oh yeah, Phil. How'd you do in your second round?
I lost. I bet you were thinking I won because I was
Now,
bragging.
you beat Jan Jakubowicz, and then you probably turn around and lost to somebody you'd never heard of.
Exactly. But he
Typical,
played.
isn't it?
But he played very well. Oh,
Did he?
the ones I never hear of scared me the most. Absolutely.
Oh, I find them more difficult to play.
No, this guy played good.
This guy played good.
He was from Iran, and very nice gentleman. I can't tell you his name because I can't pronounce it, but he played very well.
Well, that's one thing, and I've been kind of excited about. So many Iranian players were going to be here,
Oh.
and none of us get the opportunity much to see them play.
Yeah.
Certainly to see them play
Here in,
live.
here in Cyprus is about all the times I see him.
Yeah.
And even one of their best players, Amir Sergey, isn't here, and they still have a bunch of great players here. They got a great group there, and they're really lovely, nice people.
Oh, I've met a number here in the last 2-3 days, and every one of them's just the nicest people you'll ever want to
I've
meet.
become very friendly with a lot of Iranians, and being Jewish myself, I thought it was a little strange at first, but they were very, very friendly and kind, even though the countries are not particularly nice to each other. Well, barring a major catastrophe, this match is over. Sergey is so tough from Russia.
There it is.
Very good. Well,
So Sergey puts this one away.
yep.
It was interesting. And I forget who he played. Vardanyan.
What's the final PRs? Let's take a look.
They put him up.
Come on, there it is.
232.
Oh my goodness.
485 combined.
Oh my goodness, that is real
That's,
backgammon. And this was a long match too. Look how many games there were played. The
yeah,
score.
they played a lot of games.
Oh my gosh.
Tough loss, great
These
play.
guys,
though, man.
this shows you the quality of play that's at this tournament too.
Yeah. So
I made a list
Super.
earlier of the people that I thought would be dangerous, and these two are both on my list. Both giants, in my opinion. Sergey is not on the giant list because he doesn't play many tournaments, but he belongs there, and I think Raj has been on it a few times.
and with the pandemic and other stuff going on in the world where they're not getting to travel much, it seems as though he's just been sitting home studying.
I don't know. He was playing that well years ago. He's been that good for a long time. But this Raj character, he got so lucky. Raj is standing right here. Have a seat, Raj. Tell us why you lost. Have a seat. Why did you lose?
Well, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Rarely,
A long time ago, I met the great Neil Kazaros, and I said to him, I was beginning, my backgammon journey. I said, what makes such a great player? How do you win like this? He said, it's very simple. He said, you gotta hit the shots, you gotta roll the big doubles, and when you get an opportunity, don't leave anything that gets hit. And it's simple. That's and I was like, you know what?
well,
Now I get it.
yeah,
now I
you
get
it.
it.
Now you get it. But I mean, you can't feel bad. You played great.
You didn't play good enough. That's the problem.
I can see. I mean, this
Really
is
wasn't
terrible.
much you could do.
I made 6 errors and a double error and a couple of, I made a take error and one blunt. So, yeah, you can't expect to win with terrible play like this. It's only backgammon. I enjoyed it. It's fine.
Okay, well, that's going to be it tonight, folks. 2 rounds under the belt. We have Amici lecture at noon tomorrow. Not sure if that's going to be streamed or not. We're still trying to work out the logistics of that. And the 3rd round begins at 1 p.m. and we play something like 7 rounds tomorrow. So it's going to be a very busy day of backgammon. And wow, let's just get some sleep. I know Tara and I were finishing setup at
I'm
2
looking forward to
2
the
a.m.
lectures. Those lectures are going to be incredible.
Yeah, Michi's
Michi, Mochi, and Zedek.
yeah, I mean,
great lecture.
doesn't get any better. And we so Tara and I are going to wrap it up. We're going to try to get to bed here hopefully by noon or not noon, midnight. We were up to 2 a.m. last night finishing the setup, and up at 6:30. So running on empty a little bit, but we appreciate.
Great job. Good night.
Thank you, Phil. We appreciate everyone watching, and we will be back tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening, or in the States, good afternoon and evening. So good night, and talk to y'all later. Let's see what I'm glancing over. It's rallied. It's 8-5. Jeff Hall and Sergey Melise on stream 2. Perhaps Tara can switches over there for a second if she wants. And get a little bit more of our backgammon addiction fix here tonight. There it is. The marvels of our technological age and the way we have this set up. Tara can just, with a push of a button, switch streams and views and what have you. So here we are, Jeff, post Crawford four-way, and obviously Sergey has cubed this, and he's he's not in a bad position. He's got a 5-point board. He's got some checkers to recirculate to buy himself some time, and let's see what happens. He's got a bunch of checkers to bring home too. Now he and this is where it's interesting. He can hit, but there's some return shots there, and he's got a 5-point board over here, and gammons count mightily. And boom, that's a direct miss. So close, but no cigar. Now this is interesting. He's just going to have to pretty it up there. Safety those couple of blots. Okay. Fours. Wow. So what's he? Very interesting. 6-3. Bring it around. Make go to the 6, I guess. Could with another couple of good rolls, he could actually get into a racing position. 6-2. That's going to be a little awkward. Has to bury one. Has a bit of inflexibility in his position, and Sergey, I don't know how to say Sergiu. Sergiu is, got a very strong position on his side. Now there's a shot somewhere. Probably going to make the ace and slot the 3s. They'll give him only the ace, but only the ace could hurt. And of course, would also have to have some 6s at some point behind that. 2-3. Yeah. That's not exactly what he had in mind. Good night, Mrs. Bubbles and everyone. So let's see. He's trying to decide he could save a he's gonna save a 6 to try to minimize any crunching he might do on the next roll. 4-1, he can make the deuce. Puts one in the air though, so maybe that buys a bit of timing and time for Melise. Okay, now here's might be an indirect. Oh, not going to be an indirect. That's a very, very nice roll. So now Jeff has a 5-point board and just a few checkers to clear here. So Jeff had a big early lead. Sergio rallied to get it to 8-5, but it looks as though Jeff may put it away. But I don't know. It's he gets a 4-6. There's some odd numbers out there, big doubles. Going to play that on, so he's even on the back 2 points. Now he wants to make the 6 as he does, and then this plays a 2. So certain numbers Jeff doesn't want to see, and that was not the worst of them, but not the best of them certainly either. 6-3 coming on around. Okay, here's the roll of the match probably. 5-2, that's a safety. So it's going to be difficult for Jeff to lose from here. It's been done, but we've all done it. But Brandon Macklin just joined the house. How's it going, Brandon? Wish you were here.
Sit down and say hi.
Ray sits down to
Hey, Brandon.
hassle Brandon a little bit.
Brandon would have trouble playing red.
Okay, so got to wait for that last potential shot here.
Yeah.
Boom, there it is.
Wow. it's
Needing
never easy
needing
in
an
backgammon.
ace. Needing an ace. What do we do?
It's going to be real boring without an ace. What do you think he's thinking about, Bill?
Oh, I don't know. What time to set the clock tomorrow?
It wasn't 4-2. I can guarantee you that. That's the second worst number that he could have rolled.
Okay, so needs to go to the whip hard and soon.
Yeah, and then they
And that's
need some
not it.
help too. All right.
Brandon says to tell you, you should just enter the jackpot in Vegas in the final.
I don't make as big of a profit when I do that, Brandon.
Okay, well, this looks like curtains for Mr. Malise and a win for Mr. Jeff Hall.
That's good.
Okay, Ricardo, you're just in time to see it in. Okay, folks, so that finishes the second of our 2 matches tonight. But again, Michi lecture at noon, round 3 at 1. We shall see you then.
All
Good
right.
night. Thanks, Ray.
Sayonara.
See everyone later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Dave.